Spring Boot Security. It is the integration of Spring Security with Spring Boot for implementing authentication, authorization, security related features in Java based application. It provides the robust framework. First one is basic authentication. So what is basic authentication? It is a simple security mechanism that requires users to provide a username and password for each request. Spring Boot makes it easy to enable by default using Spring Boot Start Security. How to secure endpoints? By default, all endpoints are secured. You can customize security settings in a configuration class using Web Security Configure adapter. The provided code demonstrates different aspects of Spring Security, including basic authentication, Auth2 login, JWT token generation, and request authorization rules. Let's explain these concepts with a real time example. Real time example: securing an online banking application. Imagine you are building an online banking system where admin authentication is admins login using basic authentication. Auth2 login is customers can log in using Google Authentication. JWT tokens, secure token based communication for users. Fourth one is public and private APIs. Some APIs are publicly accessible, example health documentation, while others require authentication, example view account balance. Breakdown of the code. Basic authentication. Code. Spring Security username is equals to admin. Spring Security user password is equals to admin123. Explanation. This enables basic authentication for a predefined admin user admin with the password that is admin123. Use case. Admin logs into manage user accounts or check system configuration. Example: admin sends a request with basic authentication that is get admin dashboard. Authorization is basic base 64 encoded admin 123. Auth 2 support. Auth 2 in Spring Boot. Auth2 is open authorization, refers to integration of the Auth2 protocol by implementing secure authentication and authorization in applications. Spring Boot simplifies the integration of the Auth2 using Spring Security and Spring Security Auth2 client modules. Spring Boot provides native support for Auth2 to secure applications using third-party identity providers like Google, Facebook, and GitHub. Steps to implement: first, add the dependency Spring Boot Starter Auth2 client. Second, configure Auth2 client properties in application.yml. Second one is Auth2 Google login. Code is Spring Security Auth2 client registration Google. Client ID is client underscore ID. Client secret is client underscore secret. Scope, profile, and email. The explanation is configures O2 login with Google as authentication provider. Use case: customers log in to the banking system using their Google accounts. Example: a customer clicks on login with Google on the website. Spring Security redirects the user to Google for authentication. Upon successful login, the user is redirected back to the banking application. JWT, JSON Web Token Implementation. What is JWT? JWT is a robust solution for securing APIs and implementing stateless authentication. Implementing JWT in Spring Boot involves creating and validating JWTs for authentication and authorization in a secure and stateless manner. A token based authentication system where the server issues a JWT after validating the user credentials and the client sends this token in a subsequent request. Steps to implement JWT in Spring Boot. There are two steps. First one is generate JWT. On successful authentication, generate a JWT token. Second one is validate JWT. For every subsequent request, validate the token and authorize the user. Third one is JWT token generation. Code string token is equals to jwt.builder set or subject user dot get username sign with signature algorithm hs512 secret key dot compact. Example generates a JWT token with the user's username embedded in it. The token is signed with a secret key for security. Use case after login in, the banking system uses a JWT token to the user for secure API access. Example after successful login, the user receives a token like the following. The token is included in subsequent API request, that is authorization bearer JWT underscore token. Fourth one is custom security configuration. Creating custom security rules. Custom security rules refers to user-defined configurations that access to application resources and endpoints based on specific criteria. Override the configure method of web security configure adapter to define custom security rules. So common customizations are role-based access control using pre-authorized or secured, custom login pages or auth 2 login follows. Common customization in Spring Boot include modifying configurations for application properties, beans, logging, security, data access, and more. Fourth one is request authorization. Code http csrf.disable authorize request and matches API public dot permit all and matches API private dot authenticated and HTTP basic. Example configures URL access rules. Public APIs, that is API public, are accessible to everyone. Private APIs, that is API private, requires authentication. Use case public APIs are for resources like help documentation. Private APIs are for secure user operations, example, viewing account balance. Example public API get API public help response welcome to online banking help. Private API that is requires authentication get API private account authorization is bearer JWT underscore token responses account number 123456789 balances 1000. Real life flow. Admin access. Admin logs in the username that is admin and password as admin123 to manage users. Customer login. Customers log in using their Google accounts. Token based API access. After login, users receive a JWT token and use it to securely access private APIs. Public versus private APIs. Public APIs like API Public Help are accessible to everyone. Private APIs like API Private Account require the user to log in first. Practical use cases admin dashboard protected by basic authentication for easy configuration during development. O2 login used to let users log in using third party services, example Google and Facebook. JWT for API security ensures that only authenticated users can access sensitive data. API permissions segregates public and private resources to ensure proper access control. Benefits highlighted. Multiple authentication methods combines basic authentication O2 and JWT for flexibility. Fine-grained authentication clearly separates public and private resources. Modern security standards user O2 and JWT, which are widely accepted in modern applications. This configuration demonstrates how to secure a modern web application with diverse user roles and needs.